Welcome back. In this tutorial, we're going to set up surface flow field navigation for a scene with obstacles. Surface flow field navigation is useful when you want a large swarm to route around walls, props, buildings, or level geometry instead of simply pushing straight toward the target. We will mark our obstacles, enable the system on the swarm manager, define the field bounds, and then test how the agents follow a moving target while avoiding blocked areas. First, select the obstacle objects in the scene. In this example, all of my obstacle game objects are children of the level parent, so I can select them together and change their layer from default to obstacle. This layer is important because the surface flow bake needs to know which colliders should block movement. Anything on the obstacle layer will be treated as unwalkable space when the field is generated. Next, select the Swarm Manager. In the Surface Flow Field Navigation section, turn on Surface Flow Field Navigation. Now we need to define the area where the flow field will be sampled. One way to do this is manually in the scene view. You can drag the bounds handles to cover the playable area of the level. This is useful when you want precise control over the field size. A faster workflow is to use a bounds source. Here, I drag the level parent game object into the bounds source field. Since all the obstacles are children of this object, the Swarm Manager can use that hierarchy to estimate the area we care about. Then set the Unwalkable layer mask to Obstacle. This tells the bake that obstacle colliders should carve out block cells, so agents do not try to route through them. Now press Snap Bounds to Scene. The surface flow bounds update automatically around the level geometry instead of forcing us to size everything by hand. Now press Bake Now. This generates the surface flow field from the current bounds and layer settings. The bake samples the walkable area, checks the obstacle layer, and stores the navigation data the swarm will use at runtime. After pressing Bake Now, set Gizmo Visibility to Always. Now we can select the eMaze default target and move it around the scene while still seeing the baked surface flow visualization. As I move the target, notice how the flow arrows update. The green cells are walkable cells, and the cyan arrows show the direction agents will follow to reach the current target. If I move the target inside an obstacle, the system cannot build a valid route to that blocked target position. This is a good debugging check. If the target is placed somewhere unreachable, the field will show that there is no valid path for the swarm to follow. Now press play. In the scene view, as I move the target around the level, the agents follow it while routing around the obstacles instead of walking straight through them. If I move the target outside the surface flow field region, the agents can still continue chasing the target outside the baked field area, but the field is most useful inside the region where we want obstacle-aware navigation. That is the basic setup. Mark obstacles, enable surface flow field navigation, set the bounds, assign the unwalkable layer mask, snap the bounds, and test the target movement in play mode. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video tutorial.